welcome back to the Transparency Place.
Okay. Hello.
I had to drink that. That was my first taste of that. That was really interesting. This evening, I have my best cousin friend here. Best cousin friend, because if we decide we don't want to be friends, we are still cousins, so we're like stuck together, and we the best at it, right?
You stole that from me.
I did. She just told the people that last week.
That from me. I just told somebody that, like, even if you don't want to be my friend, you still gotta be my cousin. So whatever, we for life.
That was the conversation last week when we went to Inception, but tonight we're gonna talk about friendship. But we're gonna talk about too how Inception impacted or shifted our week, and then we'll go into the topic of friendships. So how was your experience at Inception? Let's start there.
Inception. Let's see. Starting off.
And hold on. Wait, hold it. Okay. If you don't know, we went to Inception last week. I mentioned it last week on the Transparency Place. Also, if you haven't checked out the Limitless podcast that launched on Real Ish Network about 2 years ago, this was my homie. This was us.
This is Limitless.
This is Limitless right here. Okay, so we went to Inception last week, and this is who I experienced it with. So she's going to tell you how she felt about it, and we're going to talk about if it impacted our week, and then we're going to dive into the topic of friendship.
Inception for me was a moment to actually sit still. I, for one, am an overthinker. I, for one, I don't know how to sit still because I'm always on the go. So the fact that I literally had to put my phone down, sit still, and really focus on the moment. That's what it was for me. It was no distractions, nothing but music in your ear, lights in the sky, and that's what I fed off of. And it's like it was times where I was like, it was kind of like a battle with yourself. It was a battle.
That's deep.
It was a battle with yourself, literally.
Because you were like fighting to fall into their stuff. Like you didn't want to fall under their.
Because you wanted to, like you said, I wanted to look over you and make a joke.
I want to play.
I wanted to look at her, but in my head, I'm like, she about to take this serious. Let me not even look over her and make a joke. But after it, she like, I wanted to look at you so bad and make a joke. But we literally had to focus on ourselves and the experience that we were getting out of it. So if you want to ever sit still and focus on you, your mental, your just stop. Look, just stop. How we had to stop last year during the pandemic, everything stopped. If that's the experience you need, that's what you need to do.
Do you feel like it shifted how your week went?
I was pretty carefree this week.
I was too.
It is what it is. It was
a lot going on, but it was still like whatever.
It is. It's gonna go how it's gonna go.
So that's why I asked you, because it was really interesting for me. I'm like, I realized that I just didn't care this week. And I usually do. My shoulders usually get tensed out.
That's the thing. I didn't have the stress.
It was like, all right,
whatever.
I might have had an aggravated moment, but
whatever. Right. I even had my mental. My friend, he like, I don't like you on your mental breakdown. I had a whole mental breakdown on homeschooling and everything, and I was just like, you know what? It is what it is.
It's rough.
It's gonna happen.
It's rough.
It is.
So today we had a brunch. Yes. And that's part of the reason she's here. We kind of cute, right? We cute. We ain't kind of cute. We cute. But it is
Beauties and Brunch.
We had Beauties and Brunch. And what was Beauties and Brunch about?
Beauties and Brunch originated because we were a whole bridal party and the whole select of women that you selected to be in your bridal party, as you know what I'm saying, different women coming together for a different reason. And the reason was we came together intentionally. I can't even date back to how many years ago this was.
What? Okay, whatever.
When you even selected us to be a part of your
Okay, so y'all got invited into my wedding party July 2019.
So 2019, right? She gathered this group of women, right, as one to be in her wedding party. And just naturally, like me going in, it's me and our other best friend, Lissa. We be way on the fence, like, new people. Ooh, how that's gonna work? You know, sharing my energy. But I will say, this group of women, and some of them I known off rip, so I knew the energy, but it's just like, the vibes, the energy that you receive is just a feeling that you want to have going forward. And that's very rare. Like, it's very rare that you can come around a group of women who, from different aspects of life, you know what I'm saying, that you could pull from. And y'all can just sit back and enjoy each other's company naturally, not forced. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to know the difference between a forced energy and just natural. And it's just natural, good vibes. And I love it. I love it.
So we had Beauties and Brunch to bring the wedding party together. This was not my idea at all. It was actually one of the bridesmaids' idea. She wanted us to go to brunch together because she wanted to bring the crew back together. And everybody has honestly been sending messages like, can we do that?
No, we have definitely been talking about it for so long. Me and Shasha, even though we've been like, can we please do another outing? Like,
because my entire wedding experience was amazing. This was my maid of honor. And everything was amazing. We had a blast together. So we are continuing to have a blast together. So we have Beauties and Brunch to celebrate each other, to get back together, but to celebrate all the things that we have going on as individuals and then as friends. So the topic is friendship. The topic is friendship. So that it's just really big. We're talking and we're sharing with each other. And honestly, I took today off and then I texted my brother like, you know what? We're going to do a podcast today about friendships because we just had such a blast. And seeing these women in my house and enjoying this brunch and just having a good time, it was like, let's talk about it because so many people don't have good friends or don't have friends.
They don't. I see a lot of that. I see a lot of, oh, I'm a loner, or, you know, I don't have any friends.
Or them not my friends.
Yeah, I don't. It'd be like when I see certain posts like that, like, oh, I don't have friends. I naturally don't understand that. Because I never dealt with that.
Never not had a friend?
I have never not had a friend that I didn't want. Maybe. I never not had a friend that I didn't want. I'm very selective with who I let in my energy.
Okay.
Even going forward. I mean, even like, you know what I'm saying? Just, I don't naturally let people in my energy. So if I consider you a friend or somebody who I can trust, then that's very rare. You know, everybody don't deserve your energy.
So bring it back. So you said someone I can trust. What's a friend? How do you define a friend? How do you know someone is your friend?
They are going to have my back when I'm present and when I'm not present. They are going to defend me. No limits. Like it's no limits to. Ooh, hold on. Let me go back. Hold on. This can go deep.
Comment in the chat says I don't have friends. If we have a bond, we are family, and I feel that way about a lot of my friends.
I feel that way about my friends too. We family.
So to me, a friend is, like you said, someone who has my back, someone I can come to. Mm-hmm. And for me, I don't just have. I feel like I have a friend for everything.
True.
So like the women that I brought together, everybody brings something different, pour something different into me.
True.
And I think that's what a friend is. And they're like certain friends. I'm not gonna sit here and say that every friend is dependable. I got certain friends that I know I can trust you with this, and I can trust you with that. And I'm okay with that. How do you feel about that? Like, do you feel like you should be able to trust all of your friends?
To an extent, I do.
But to elaborate on that.
Okay.
To what extent? Or what's the boundary there? Because if not, then we're like family. So I guess it's just selective with each individual?
It's very selective for me. For me, because if I consider you family, we got something stronger than a friendship. A friend... Like, I have my friends that I met at work, for instance. You know?
I'll be hesitant about your work friends, but okay.
I don't have many.
I'll be knowing them at first, but then I met the one girl and I liked her and it was okay. But we're going to talk about that.
I have 2 to 3. I have 2 to 3 work friends. And I've been there, 5 years? That's okay.
I embrace them. But it's that type of thing that happens in the friendships that I actually want to talk about. Like, why do I feel some type of way because you got a new friend?
You shouldn't, because I never feel some way when you get a new friend, because I know that if you trust them naturally off me trusting you,
then we should be good.
We should be good.
But
if I peep something that I'll be like,
I think because we're protective of each other, we naturally check people's energy.
Very much so.
But it's a lot of people who don't want their friends to go get new friends. So why is that?
Why is that? Ooh.
We've experienced it.
We have.
And even when you say you're protective, at one point you was like, no, I'm not gonna be their friend.
It just depends on injury for me. I feel like if you trust them, I'm gonna give them a chance. I'm gonna give them a chance for one. Let's start there. But if I notice something that I wouldn't do as far as your friend, because I'm your sister. Cut the friend. I'm your sister. So I'm coming on a different aspect of anything regarding that. Like, I don't know. It's just like, ugh.
So friendship turns sisterhood. Y'all see how quick that just happened?
Yeah, we this is my wife. It's a whole different vibe. Like, I don't know.
But right now we are focused on our friendship.
Okay.
Not all of our other relationships that we have. Our friendship and what that looks like. And giving the people, something to know as they're building friendships. Because I know a lot of people struggle with making friends, keeping friends, maintaining friends. And again, a lot of people don't understand the concept of having a friend for different parts or different segments of your life. I've been blessed that I have the same friends. Let me see. Shoot. I got friends from 4th grade, right? That I still can pick up the phone and call. I don't have to talk to you every day.
Definitely.
But these are still my friends. But I've also made friends along the way of living life.
I feel like you need those friends too, love.
The 4th grade friends or the
along the life friends.
So how you make friends? Because I know a lot of people struggling to make friends.
What are you making friends for? Are you making friends for... It depends on where you at in life. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a turn-up friend? Are you looking for a friend who you can go to for business advice? Are you looking for friends who gonna sit there and pray with you?
Do people really go looking for friends? I don't go looking for friends.
I don't. I'm a vibe type of person. So if I naturally feel your energy and we click, we kind of
stuck together.
Yeah, it gotta be a click for me. Like it man or woman, it has to be a click for me.
A common ground that keeps us going and growing.
So
I think in friendship, it's important to grow and go together.
Definitely.
And in that process, to understand everybody's not going to make it to the next level with you, or they're not even going to understand the path that you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Delisa says, I love all of my friends' other friends. I believe you should be comfortable with mixing your friends. And that's exactly what I did with my bridal party. Even with your bridal party, Delisa, she in the comments. But being able to bring these different personalities from these different friends that I have from different areas of my life. And then now you all have created your own bond. Like, they be having conversations like I don't even know about. Like, they be on the phone and visiting each other and stuff. And they got their own friendships. But to bring it together now, it's more like a family vibe. And we over here like, okay, so we got to do this every 3 months. We got to get together. We got to keep this going. And you said something very, I think I'm about to spit. I'm sorry. Said something very profound today. You said, I like being around y'all because we're all different, but we all pour something into one another.
Definitely. Because why are we excited to gather and link with each other? You know what I'm saying? It's not often. It's not. But when we know when we come together as one, we ain't even gonna say the bridal party. When we come together as one, it's a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's just
positive, uplifting.
Yes, we are here for each other. You know what I'm saying? It can go wherever. We could turn up, we could twerk, we could pray, we could lift each other spiritually, mentally, whatever it is. Like, I think a friendship, that's where you need to go. I don't want to be...
That's a good friendship.
That's a great friendship. I don't want to be one-minded when it comes to my friendship. I don't want to just be able to go turn up with you. Like, if you can't turn up with me, go to church with me, sit here in my house and take a nap with me,
write a business plan with me, motivate me to write the business plan. We
got to go all across the board.
So we have these positive friends. Definitely. Now, what about these negative friends?
Oh, baby, I don't deal with those. I try not to deal with those.
Try not to deal with those. But you have experience with negative friends.
I have.
What that negative friend show up like? Bring it to the place. We at the transparency place. A lot of people come in here and they don't really want to talk about it, but I want to talk about it, and I invite you to talk about it.
What have my a negative friendship? What you mean?
Okay, you said you experienced it. What was so negative about that friendship? What was that red flag for you? How did you know that friendship was not for you? How did you know you had to cut it off, no longer deal with it?
It was betrayal.
Okay.
I felt betrayed.
Tell me more about it.
I just
She don't want to be transparent. That's it. I got her a little stuck.
She do got me stuck.
I got her a little stuck.
You do.
That typically happens here. Do you want to talk about it?
Talk about it. I mean, I just felt betrayed because this per se might have been my longest friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody who I felt as though I could trust with everything in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, no judgment ever. Never have I ever judged them. So it was just a sense of betrayal for me, which, and I will say that I even forgave this friend. That was more so for me, though.
Okay.
That was for me. I'm not one to hold on to anything because it weighs down on myself. So I forgave this friend, and you know what I'm saying? I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Even I love you, but I'm willing enough to love you from afar. I just can't let you in my space like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
If it's not genuine, if it's not natural, but off the betrayal.
So there are some friendships you just got to put in that box.
Definitely.
So I can no longer trust you with this, but are you still friends?
Just because I love you.
Off the strength of me loving you, I'm still your friend.
I love you. I considered you a friend. I don't know what you did to me. That's between you and God.
So what category does this person fall in now? Is it just a negative friend, or is this a friend, or this person just exists and I love you?
This is a person that exists. I'm gonna say it's a friend to an extent, but it's just not the.
Something happens to this person, you showing up?
I can't say that.
Is it possible for you to be a friend to this person and that person not be a friend to you? In my opinion, it's possible. I see you thinking about it, so I'm just going to go ahead and answer the question. I believe that you can be a friend to this person and that person not really be a friend to you. Mm-hmm. That person may be what you need in that moment, that person that that you confide in, mm-hmm. that can speak to that area of your life that you may be struggling with. Mm-hmm. But to them, you might not be that person for them. Exactly. And to me, that's okay. It's okay. But some people, again, they don't think that's okay. But I want to let you all know, it's okay. You don't have to be everybody's friend.
It's okay. And I think that's what I got out of the situation. Like, okay, I think I was more so that friend that a person needed to I ain't no angel, of course, but when you needed the break, mm-hmm. you know what I'm saying? When you needed that breath of fresh air or that positive energy around. You know, you got some people that gravitate to that, you know, naturally, mm-hmm. because they know that you're that friend. But as far as them being that friend to me, I don't think that it was.
They would come through on. And that's understandable because you understand or you know what to expect from that person.
Of course.
Do you think mentally preparing yourself for that type of stuff helps you better deal with it? Mm-hmm. Like when you already know what you're dealing with? Mm-hmm. So noting it in your mind so you won't have that expectation.
Yeah, definitely.
Just curious.
Oh, for sure.
So, back to how do we make friends, I guess?
How do we make friends? How do you make a friend?
It goes back to common ground, I think.
Yeah.
Common ground.
What are your,
a lot of my friends I met through experiences in common ground. Mm-hmm. I always tell one of my friends, look, I just need one friend and we can go do any adventure.
A lot of your friends, though, you have since middle school, elementary school. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna play me. I met some new friends along the way.
You had, no.
I know I'm saying a
lot of them.
No new friends.
That's only because I know them friends. My bad. But the ones even the ones I have met along the way, they still been like great energy. Never know. Okay, wait. Let me ask. So have I brought any friends around that just wasn't like?
No, I've not had a negative friend around. You've not brought anybody around me that I felt like negative. But okay. A lot of the people that you do bring around, I kind of already knew them beforehand, in a sense. It's very rare that you've only brought, like you said, 2 people around. I've only met 2 people outside of people we've ever grown.
Okay. Listen, I'm very selective.
And the funny part is, y'all, I grew to like one girl and then she disappeared off the face of earth.
I want to ask you. That's what off camera.
We went to the party together and I was pregnant. And then she disappeared.
She back.
Okay, so she back. So friendships. Are there breaks in friendships?
It is.
Okay.
It's misunderstanding in friendships. It's communication in friendships as well. I feel like if you don't know...
Finish your message and then we're going to read that. Finish what you were saying.
I'm sorry. It's communication in friendship. It's communication for sure. Because my friend, we respected each other on a woman, I respect you as a person level. But something hit the fan to where we didn't communicate it. And we immediately thought like it was, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? It's over. You know what I'm saying? Just because we didn't communicate it though. But it wasn't that. We ended up talking about it and it was just like, no. And I ended up finding out that like she needed me in this time. Oh, wow. And I felt so hurt. And when she was going through what she was going through, I knew that she needed me though. As her friend. Mm-hmm. But the fact that the communication wasn't there, I didn't know. So
what was the block that stopped the communication?
Life.
Like the busyness of life?
Whatever she had going on in her life. It was just...
What she had going on, but what she had going on have to do with you doing your part as a friend?
I did my part.
Okay.
I tried to do my part.
So it was just on her end then? Because you said she needed you, and the way you said it, it made it seem like you didn't show up for her.
No, I showed up for her.
Okay.
I tried to show up for her, but again, it was life. It was just the circumstances, I guess.
Okay.
We can say.
So that kind of blocked you out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It made her, I would say it made her sit with herself.
Okay.
And it made her realize, you know what I'm saying? I would say that. If we had to describe, if we had to describe the situation, I wouldn't say that because I definitely tried to reach out. But it was,
So for me, I've had some friends where I felt like it was more of what they wanted. They wanted more of like, I don't want to say they wanted an intimate relationship, but it was like managing their intimate emotions. You ever had a friendship that felt like it was draining or like you had to tend to it as if that was your husband or boyfriend or things like that? Because I've had the question like, wait a minute, who do you think I am?
Ooh, I never had one.
You never had one of them? No. Have you ever had a friendship that felt like it was draining? So in my experience with those friendships, let me tell y'all what I had. Because you have some friends who have the expectation like you're their lover. So in those moments, I've had to reevaluate that situation, make my place known, and sometimes I just have to fall off the scene. Does not mean that I don't consider this person to be my friend, but I gotta break away because what you want from me, I'm not available to give. And I think that's a space a lot of people have to accept. Mm-hmm. And that goes back to they may be a friend to you, but you may not be a friend to them. Mm-hmm. And then, like you said, she needed me, but I couldn't show up. Or you didn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? Right. Circumstances blocked you from showing up from her.
Right.
Now, in the comments, Miss Jackie said, I had a person who I've known for years that claimed to be my friend and she crossed me, but I just cut her off. But she had crossed me 15 years ago because I would have been because I would have beat her. Y'all know she would have beat her behind.
She would have beat her.
She would have beat her.
She would have beat her.
I thought that said something else, but she had put another comment in there. Let's go back. Draining friendship. She said, yeah. Tiffany said, yes, I've had a draining friendship experience and evaluation was definitely necessary. Yeah, those type of friendships you have to evaluate because it can slow you down, your progression down.
It can. I think it can. And I just think it can. It will slow you down.
It's very interesting.
Again, that's why I'm very selective about the people I choose to, surround myself with.
Very, 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 very understanding. At times, friends grow differently and unknowingly they grow apart. Have you experienced that?
Wait, what's again?
Delisa in the comments says, at times friends grow differently and unknowingly they grow apart.
I agree. More so because I'm not going where you're going. Mm-hmm. Your plan for your life, it may not be my plan for yours. You know what I'm saying? We're very different. You know what I'm saying? It might even go days. I might not talk to you, whatever the case may be. Hey, I ain't talk to you, whatever the case may be. Just like I think I might have fell off the face of Facebook one time and be like, hey, I ain't seen you. Cool. Let's time to check in. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we have to place people nowadays. I think friendships, y'all act like people act like that. If I haven't talked or communicated with this person every day, that it's just, oh, we're not friends. Like, what is that?
Who got time to talk every day?
I got kids. We got homework to do. I got a house to clean. You got a husband to tend to. Who got time, sis?
I don't think the number of times that we communicate or how many times I reach out or who reaches out first has anything to do with the friendship.
Long as when we pick up, we pick up.
Now that's the part of friendship. Honestly, that's the definition right there.
Long as when we pick up, we pick up.
Like, I haven't talked to you in years, but I can call you and we can still pick up and we can take off. Yes. I think that and like you said, having my back, knowing you're gonna be there, being able to support me.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Yes.
Are you writing a friend off if they're not supporting your business? Because that's common right now.
Ooh.
And when I say supporting your business, they might be sharing your stuff.
Go as far as a share.
Yeah, they might be sharing this stuff, but the fact that they haven't purchased anything, would you cut a friend off of that? Because I've seen it.
If they're sharing my stuff but not actually purchasing, let's see. I don't think I would cut a friend off for that because I don't know what your financial situation may be. That's none of my business at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not pressuring you for that. Mm-hmm. And naturally, I'm probably just going to give you something anyway, just to be like, hey, throw this on real quick. Support.
Because you my homie.
Because I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know.
We're living in a time where a lot of businesses are taking off. I'm all for it. I'm here for it.
But if I know you got the followers, I'm going to...
Off the strength, I want you to promote. Let's do this.
Off the strength, I'm about to give you my shirt, logo, whatever the case may be, and say, hey, you know.
And I think, honestly, even if I gave you this, at some point, I'm not knocking you for not supporting me, but I feel like I would like my friend too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, no, of course. Of course.
I feel like pour into me, but I don't feel like that would end our friendship.
No, it would. Again, because I don't know what you have going on, or, you know what I'm saying? You can't base nobody's time or support either. They might not be able to support you when you start your business, but when your business is taking off, hey, I might invest $1,000 into your business because I'm up right now, just like you're. You know, you can't put no limit to support. You know what I'm saying? Now it's easy to click a share button. No, that's simple.
So is there a limit on friendship? Because you said you can't put a limit on sharing, on support, but can you put a limit on friendship?
You can have boundaries.
I agree. I just was curious because you said that because I'm like, I wonder, can you limit friendships? I agree. Boundaries, definitely boundaries.
You can have boundaries.
I think you should have boundaries with everybody. That's my personal opinion.
No, definitely.
Are you big on creating boundaries with your friends?
Definitely.
How do you politely correct or create a boundary for someone?
Let's see. A friend can't just bring anybody to my house without respectively being like, hey, can I bring such and such to your house? Cool. That to me, that's respect. Mm-hmm. Just, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know me. To know me, to know me is to know you just know me.
When I bring it to the table.
Exactly.
Like, you know, you come to my house with somebody, I'm looking at both of y'all sideways, and y'all might be on the porch.
No, y'all might. And I'll be in the house.
I'm gonna leave y'all out there.
And I'm gonna be in the house because just off the strength of, in my mind, I was about to share our energy together.
Yeah.
I was really ready and willing to share our energy. Now, I had a friend that said, oh, I'm about to pull up. I'm gonna pull up and kick it with you, but they brought somebody else. That's not cool with me. Why? Because I was ready and willing and excited to share the energy that me and you share together.
I agree.
Not pulling somebody else in. Now I feel like I have to be very selective with the conversations, and I just gotta be real, like, in my corner.
So you're missing an opportunity to connect on a different level with your friend.
Exactly.
There's levels in friendship.
Yes.
There are levels in friendship. So we got that introductory level, right? So I think a lot of people have hit on it in the comments too. That introductory level, that common ground, growing and glowing, and then eventually that family. Like, hey, we just rolling. I know who you are. Mm-hmm. I'm putting you over here in this area. I know me and you can do this together with no problem, no questions asked. I know how this is showing up. Mm-hmm. So being able to put them in different pods and understanding the friendship that you have with the person.
Definitely.
I think you really need to understand any relationship that you have, what that bond looks like, what that energy looks like that is transferred between you all. Exactly. What can you all create together? Is this about to be a whole bunch of chaotic mess, or is we about to be clear, concise, and
are we gonna be neutral with each other, or are we gonna be real? Like, be transparent. Are we gonna be transparent?
What about competitive friends?
Oh God, I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know.
But I've heard and I've seen, like,
it's sad to me. It's honestly sad to me.
You got competitive friends and you have jealous friends.
It's sad to me.
I've had an experience where everybody at one point considered I had a jealous friend. And to me, it drove me insane for months. Mentally broke a sister down. Mm-hmm. Like, you're drinking so hard. I see that. I text the producer.
Hit the X's.
But I don't know. But yeah, what about that? Competitive and jealous friends. What you got to say about that?
Oh, Lord.
And what's a red flag for that? How do you know?
How do you know?
Yeah.
If we're celebrating you and they make it about them.
Mm-hmm.
Always making it about them. No matter what. Like, just, yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't make it about.
If I'm sitting here celebrating your accomplishment, mm-hmm. or the event is surrounded by you, right? Mm-hmm. And we are going to say, that's like, okay. That's like, never mind.
All right. I'm going to let her go with that, never mind. So, I don't know if you even, I think it's more like, okay, it goes back to misunderstanding though. Because that person could be going through their own battle.
Definitely.
I think you have to communicate. Mm-hmm. But as far as like a competitive friend, I'm not about to sit here and tit-tat and, feel like I have to compete or keep up with you. Do you think those are genuine friendships if we're competing against each other? And not competing in a good way, because there are friendships where you can compete to get to. So we're on a weight loss challenge. That's a simple competitive. But not when I go buy a Jag, so you go buy a Bentley. Just because I bought one. And some people will verbally tell you, like, I just bought this Jag because I just bought this Bentley because you bought this Jag.
See, okay.
Where's the health in that?
You the type of friend that you gonna get down to the insecurity and all this.
I'm gonna see it through.
What's the insecurity to me?
Yeah.
What's the insecurity?
Like, why are you trying to do what I do? Exactly. Why are we playing follow the leader?
Don't you see in yourself that you see in me?
But then, what about the saying, birds flock together? Come on, how it go?
The birds of a feather flock together. That's not true. I'm sorry. That's not true.
The birds of the
feather flock together.
The birds of the feather flock together.
Wait, what?
They don't flock together?
Birds of a feather flock together.
They don't flock together? Birds of a feather don't flock together? Like-minded women don't flock together?
To an extent they do, but not all.
It's not realistic to every situation.
Yeah, not realistic. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Because I'm a judge-free type of person. So if I hang with whomever,
I can hang with the homie that slide out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I can hang with the best of the best, and then I can hang with the holiest of the holiest. I mean, it's just, I'm not judgment. I'm just, hey, I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. So whatever you doing over here don't got nothing to do with what I'm gonna do. That's your business, and this is my business.
So it looks like we've been still getting comments, but somehow our stuff has not been coming through. Oh, so Dorisa said, I hate that you being fake because we haven't talked. So yeah, the comments aren't coming through there, but I can see them here.
And Jackie said my songs are my best friend.
Yeah. Oh, we had hacker comments. Sorry for those who are just listening.
Where they at?
They weren't connecting through our system. Somehow it has disconnected. But even with our technical difficulties, we see our comments. I just want y'all to know. So let's talk about this. At times, friends go, okay. So let's talk about what I just said. I hate the you being fake because we haven't talked.
Ooh.
And I think we hit on that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But that is so realistic. Like, a lot of people really go crazy about that.
They do. They do. And they do.
Like, you acting funny. I ain't talked to you in a while.
What's acting funny?
I'm over here growing. Or I'm over here going through something.
No.
How about you start there?
No. Start there.
Like, how about you start there? How you ask me how I'm
Listen.
doing? Am I okay? Why you ain't talk to me? That's how you be a better friend. Ask those questions. Don't
You
approach
good over
somebody and say you're being fake. I ain't talked to you in a while. Or you're acting funny. I ain't heard from you.
They're not real.
Because at that point, I'm triggered to act funny.
Exactly.
Triggered.
Exactly. I'm triggered.
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 I'm
Trigger
triggered to
finger
act funny.
ready.
Because you don't know what I'm going through. As a friend, be concerned about your friends. Their well-being, not just physically how they're showing up, but mentally right now. Life is rough. Life can be rough at any time, not just right now.
Or even if you want to go to your friend and dump your circumstances or what you going through on them. Ask them, what you going through? You good right now? Are you really ready? I think this is important too. You have to ask your friends, can you take on
what I'm going through
right now?
Can I talk to you about this real quick?
If you're not mentally at the capacity to hold, because I, as a friend, I know that if you tell me something, it's going to weigh in on me.
Because I'm going to care because we so close.
We that close to where it's going to reside in me. I'm going to feel the emotion that you feel naturally. So, I think it's very important to ask your friend, do you have the mental capacity to take on what I'm about to tell you right now?
So then your friend says no. How do you respond to that?
Okay.
That was powerful right there.
Okay.
So you have to give people that space.
And guess what I do? I'm going to call my therapist though.
Shit. I'm going to call the person that I pay to do this.
I think that's all we call. I think that's why they exist. If our no, for real. I'm gonna pay somebody then. Shit. Shoot. No, it's okay. Shoot. Listen.
So don't be mad if your friend is unavailable to those emotions.
You can't be mad.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot to take on your friend's problems as your own. You can't wrestle the two. If you can't be great to somebody else when you're dealing with what you're dealing with. You can't do it. You gotta pick and choose. You gotta go through your battles, get through them, and then maybe you could have a listening ear. Cool. I'm here for you. I'm there for you.
All right. So last thing, because this is what's chiming on me right now. Mm-hmm. So when you do take on your friend's emotions, okay, let's go an example. Your friend call you, homeboy cutting up. He cutting up. He ain't acting right. Mm-hmm. He ain't acting right. She done gave you the breakdown. You jumping to go scrap because she ready to go scrap, or you know still gonna be with him in 2 days. How you rolling? Either way, I just gotta sit back. What's the role of a friend in that situation?
As a friend, what do you want to do?
As a friend, what do I? You asking me?
Mm-hmm.
If my homegirl called me and tell me X, Y, and Z is going on,
mm-hmm.
if he not battering and abusing her, I'm sorry, sis. That's between y'all. Now, I give you my input, but I think that also you need to know your space in with that friend too. Right. But I'm not jumping when you call to go jump for home. Like, I can't. Because if you back with him in 2 days and I didn't jump or the police got called on me or I didn't messed up my livelihood and you back with him in 2 days, don't call me. Keep that energy.
Okay, that's the thing. What's the circumstances? Now,
if he battering and abusing her, okay, I'm going.
If he abusing you, for sure, I'm going.
Yeah, but if he just cutting up and you want to act up, that's what I'm saying. But some females will not be like, you want down the ride. That's how they will look at it.
I went down for that energy, sis. Because I know you're going to go back. So I'm here to talk to you. Talk it out with you. Because you're not thinking rationally. Because you're in the heat of the moment. Cool. I understand the heat of the moment.
So I think that's pressure that a lot of us put on each other that has to stop. Mm-hmm. We all have relationship issues. Mm-hmm. But don't expect your homegirl to go jump homeboy with you. And even if you're not gonna be back with him in 2 days. Don't invite me into no BS if we, trying to go somewhere in our life is how I feel. Exactly. Now, if he battering and abusing you, I got a baseball bat. I got some other stuff if we need to get.
For sure. If you coming over my house, hat down, black eye, all that. What?
And I know the police too, so we might not even have to go that route. But, cool. A little harder than that other side might want to grab that damn police. That's all I'm saying. But I asked you that because, again, that's something else I've seen in friendships, and I think that pushes people over the edge. Mm-hmm. We missed a lot of comments because we had some disconnection issues, but Kalia said you should never compete with your friends. Friendships should be about uplifting, supporting, and filled with genuine well wishes.
Definitely. I agree. Them the only friendships that I welcome in, honestly.
And if you have those friendships that are not doing that, it's okay to close the door.
Please close the door.
You don't have to be everybody's friend. If you're trying to move in a direction and your friends are not going, it's okay to go along. I promise you, they'll catch up along the way if it's meant to be. There's no need of forcing a fake friendship. Mm-hmm. There's no need of compromising yourself for someone else. Mm-hmm. I think that plays a part. I think you should always be who you truly are. Mm-hmm. Because who you truly are is what you're bringing to this friendship and what's going to grow. You were about to say something. Go ahead, girl.
I was about to say, definitely be true to who you are, because even with my friend that I say I felt betrayed upon, you know what I'm saying? It was I'm gonna say it's opportunity.
A opportunity?
No. Opportunity.
Oh. Okay.
It's the Jaguar. It was an opportunity that I had to hurt. I had an opportunity to possibly hurt them in a way, and definitely considered it, but it was just to the point where that's not who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? And I had got to a point where, it was the point to where, I didn't, no loyalty was shown to me, so I don't have to show any loyalty back. That's where I was at with it.
That's bad energy.
And I will admit, I was bad energy in that time. Because that's what I reacted off of. I'm here to admit it.
The fact that you said that, though, that you're able to recognize, I always salute people when they're able, self-awareness. I'm big on self-awareness.
I was bad energy. I was. I recognized it, and I realized, what was that for? Be who you are, as just stand in who you are. You know what I'm saying? Whatever a person does to you, that has nothing to do with you.
Always choose peace. Keeping your own peace.
Always.
The peace you bring to other people will overflow back into you.
Always.
Will overflow back into you.
Because if you react with negativity, that's what's going to continue to follow you.
So I think this will be our last comment before we really wrap the party up. This was when we were talking about bring the situations to your friends, that heavyweight, and asking them if they are available to it. Kalia in the comments says you always have to remember that it usually isn't even. Wait, is that what that was about? It usually isn't even about you. I don't even know if that was about it, but I just felt like that was a good comment, so I wanted to read it. So maybe it wasn't what I thought it was about. What do you think it was about? Or maybe she gonna type us and tell us. Wait, but what you think it was about before she typed us?
I think she might have been speaking on jealous friends. Usually jealous friendships ain't even about you. It's about them. I think it's more so. With jealous friendships, I think it's more so an insecure thing.
I'm gonna hit on that. If you have a jealous friend or you feel like your friend is jealous, it's okay to still be you, because what they're going through has nothing to do with you. Stay true to you. Focus on you. And once again, I promise you, it'll fall into place.
Always. It always will.
It will fall into place. Silence the noise around you. It gets rough. Keep going, and just be true to you. Sometimes you gotta be the bigger person. My friend Teresa hate being a bigger person, or in her words, it depends on the situation. It depends. So if you watch the episode where she kept saying it depends, that's what I'm talking about. It depends. Or if you listen to the episode where it says it depends.
So how have you? Let me ask you. How have you?
I was about to wrap up.
I'm ready. I'm listening. What's up? How have you stand strong on your friendships along the way? Like you had friendships from again, elementary school. So
how have I kept those friends for so long? Is that what you're asking me?
Yes, that's exactly.
How have I kept my friends for so long? Being who I am. I'm not tripping over you. I'm moving forward. Either you're coming with me or you're not. But I'm also not bickering with you. I'm not creating problems. I'm not bringing drama to you. And if I approach you with something, I'm approaching you so we can have a conversation. I'm not approaching you so we can argue. Mm-hmm. I'm never bringing negativity or bad energy to you. Mm-hmm. And I think I have a way of communicating with people that makes it like, okay, we're having a conversation. She's not here to check me. She want to figure out how we can correct this and move forward. Mm-hmm. And if we can't correct it, we're going to find the common ground. We're going to be okay to not even talk to each other. Mm-hmm. And when we come into a room, we still going to be okay. Mm-hmm. So like when we talked about toxic traits a few weeks ago, we talked about that missing piece of communication. People cut a lot of people off, no matter the relationship, but they don't have the conversation before cutting them off. Okay. And then even another episode, we talked about having closure. I ain't had too many friendships end, and if they did, and they just fell off, but it was nothing. It's no bad blood. If it's bad blood, I don't know about it. I don't feel no type of way about you. But I think that plays a lot into how a lot of my friendships have sustained or grown. And again, setting boundaries. Everybody don't know everything. So you might be afraid to know something. I got a friend over here that know one part.
I don't know.
I'm coming to you over here with this part. Mm-hmm. For the most part, no, you do know everything. But I'm just saying, those type of boundaries, and I think that's really key to having and sustaining successful and healthy friendships.
You have to know different friends for different reasons, and I think that it's very natural and it's very healthy to have that. But understanding that is the key. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna have the friend that, you know. I feel as though I'm the all around friend. We can go to church, we can go to the dice party, we can go to the hangout, we can go wherever. Listen, I'm wherever you want to go. I'm with you. You might have some friends that you're just going to go to church with, you're going to pray with, you're going to be spiritual with. You might have some friends, your turn-up friends, when you want to have a good time, when you just want to let your hair down, be young and cool. You might have your friends where you could just sit down, watch Netflix or whatever.
So understanding the bond. Yeah. And now one thing I will say.
Yes. Don't force them.
Wait, no, let's talk about this for a moment. Now I'm really going to close it down. When you know you got that one friend that you really want to talk to something about, but you can't talk to them about it. So that makes the friendship uncomfortable. Now, I've been where the friendship is uncomfortable.
But is that a friend?
Man.
But is that a friend?
Man.
But is that a friend?
Can they not be a friend for that season and then go back to be my friend?
Listen, if I gotta feel uncomfortable with it, is that a friend? I mean, you can be an acquaintance. Is that a friend?
Okay, so we've had an uncomfortable season. But then it became normal.
See, once it's uncomfortable for me, it'll never go back the same.
I can agree. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
I feel like I'm being fake.
Well, no, I don't feel that way. At one point I did. I've questioned it. I have. But that was you triggered something that made me think about that. That's a transparency place right there.
I feel like, listen, once I put you at a certain place, me going back to trying to be this natural, I feel like I'm being fake.
But if I understand the area of uncomfortability, I can, and I don't know if it was coming from the friend or if it was coming from me, so I had to address that and then move forward. But I've had certain friends that there was things that I wanted to talk about, but I knew I couldn't bring it to you because and not even like Tiff said, my communication skills is a gift, but it's still like, I don't know how you're going to take it. I don't know where you're going to go with it. Mm-hmm. And so that became the uncomfortable piece. Like, I want to talk to you about this, but I'm not sure how you're going to feel it.
So you're being a friend. You're being a friend, but how they receive it.
She just coached me. I got coached on my own show.
Listen. You're being a friend. How they receive it will determine if they're being your friend back. Cheers.
I think on that note, it's been real here in the transparency place. Hopefully you all are able to take some notes, build some great friendships, long-lasting changes that will allow you to transform, transpire, and move forward. Yeah, empower and get around people that you love and connect. Because one thing I think the message has been continuous on this show, you can't do it alone. We feel like we can. We feel like we don't need people. But we were created to work together. All of us. We were created to work together. And make sure, if you haven't already done so, download the Real Ish Radio app. Check out all of the shows happening on the Real Ish Radio Network because we want y'all to listen. We got great opportunities, great conversation happening. Join the family. Participate with the family. Comment, like, share, subscribe. Tell your homie to get on their phone. Tell your other homie to watch us on YouTube. Tell your other homie to follow us on Instagram. Spread the word. Let them know we're here with great conversation and we love to engage and talk to you all. I particularly love to engage and talk to you all. I want to thank Asia for coming back to the podcast scene and doing tonight's show with me. Let the people know where to follow you and what you have going on as an individual.
I'm just on my workout stuff, so if y'all want to watch me work out, that's fine. Follow me on Instagram at Asia Denia. I think my Instagram.
I had to
I'm
ask
not really social media savvy, for real. Oh yeah, I'm Asia Denia on Instagram. But yeah, just here to work out and
Health is wealth.
Health is wealth.
Change your life.
Listen,
Get it right, because we about to lose my belly, y'all. We out here.
And mine too. We done had a whole brunch, so it's about to get.
I ain't gonna tell you how much I ate, but I ate a little plate.
But
Either way it go, be great, do great, love on people. You can follow me at Life Coach Christian on Instagram and on Facebook. I changed my name just for you all to make it easy for you to follow me. So Life Coach Christian, and I will be back next week, and I'm hopefully bringing some male guests so that we can pick their brains, ladies, and other males who may just be wanting to know the preparation for getting married, becoming a husband, or what does it feel like to transition from a boyfriend to a fiance to a husband. So we'll be back next Sunday. I gotta go find my friends so they can come. But we're gonna talk about it.
About this one.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. Have a good night.
Hi guys, I'm Kalia.
I'm Sarita.
And we want to welcome you to our new podcast called Sisters Talking Ish on the Real Ish Radio Network.
So download the app at realisradioapp.com. And you can also watch us on Facebook and YouTube and listen to the audio on all streaming platforms. Hope you guys check us out soon.